How's it going, YouTube? Today we're going to be watching Why is the Day Before Such a Scam? To be completely honest, I did not even know anything about this game until people started talking about it being a scam. So I'm going to be going in completely blind on this, and I have great respect for the Act Man. But without further ado, let's get into it, and leave any other recommendations in the comments or join the Discord and let me know what videos I should react to in the future. Let's get into it.
50,000 gamers used to be hyped for this game. Now it's a ghost town.
Wait, 50,000?
This is the Act Man here, and over the years, we've seen games launch in pretty bad shape.
Yep, Cyberpunk.
We've watched studios wither and die, and on rare occasions, we've discovered that a new game was actually a scam.
Welcome, Darren.
But never have we witnessed all three of these things happen at the same time. Oh boy, this is content.
And Happy New Year
For
to
a long
everybody.
time, I thought this
What the fuck?
was the biggest train wreck I had ever seen. You call that a train wreck? This
What was that
is
from?
a train wreck.
Okay, so this is called the... Go back like a little bit. You love the Act Man? I'm glad you're here then. So this is called The Day Before. This game came out of nowhere to me. Did this happen to anybody else? Where they didn't know a single thing about this game until people started talking about it being a scam? The Day Before, I thought was somehow related to, like, The Last of Us. I don't know why. I think it's related to the name. So it's some type of shooter, I'm guessing. The game came out of nowhere, but with the company it did was absolutely scandalous. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, gee, what the fuck? Oh, shit, it's a Titan.
What is this? Oh, what in the world? What is that? What is that? Yo, what the hell is that?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, in all honesty, while that's bad, that's not that bad, so I can't wait to hear what else happens, but I've seen worse. That is a failure, but I've seen worse, to be completely honest. That's just the state of the game industry right now, that me seeing that, and I go, it's not that bad comparatively, still unacceptable.
Please strap yourselves in, because this ride is not for the faint of heart. The Day Before just might be the most disastrous, high-profile video game release of all time.
Just
Bro,
a
you thought
day?
Forspoken was cringe?
I just move shit with my mind.
That is Shakespearean poetry. You think Redfall was ass? Nah, S tier now. Gollum game? Officially goated. Rise of Kong?
They made a Rise of Kong game? Really? Welcome, Psycho, and welcome soon. Welcome, everybody.
Masterpiece. As bad as all these games were, they were mere mini-bosses compared to the massive heaping pile of shit that is The Day Before. It's an unfortunately named video game by the ironically named Fantastic Studios.
This sounds like it's a troll. Like some billionaire spent a bunch of money to make a product, make a name for a studio, and be like, we're just gonna make a scam, we're gonna make it the Day Before, or whatever it's called. And B is like, this is going to be the perfect shitstorm, is what it seems like. But it did happen. It did indeed happen. Have I seen the Hot Takes video? No, maybe we can watch that one in the future. Maybe I can watch his Hot Takes video in the future. But fantastic. The day before. I mean, what the... It's the perfect shitstorm.
Who did a fantastic job.
What's the game even about? I have no idea. This game came out of nowhere.
The Day Before was promoted as an open-world MMO zombies game.
Oh.
Which is an interesting premise. And although parts of the trailers seem to have promise, the marketing was fishier than your mom's vagina. Turns out they didn't make the...
Just so people know, a fishy-smelling vagina is because a woman had sperm inside of it, and she didn't properly clean herself, and time has gone by long enough so that the sperm then starts to smell of fish. So unless she's getting dick down and raw dogged and not hygienic, then she'll smell like fish. Otherwise, just an unhygienic vagina doesn't smell like fish. The more you know.
The game they advertised. Psych, it's a shitty extraction shooter instead.
What?
Essentially, Fantastic Studios did a not-so-fantastic job of trying to scam potentially millions of dollars from the gaming community. Luckily, the day before has been removed from the Steam store and is no longer—
Oh, it was taken down the day before. This has to be like the most expensive troll, right? There's no way. There's no— what? Sometimes I think there's like a cabal of rich people out there that are just like, you know what? Let's just spend a bunch of money to fuck with people.
Longer available for purchase, and anyone who bought it should be able to get a full refund no matter how much time they played.
I agree.
I can't imagine would be more than like 15 seconds. I say they attempted to scam people because Valve holds on to the revenue for the first month and they pay out on the 30th of the next month. And it seems good old trusty Gaben sniffed this rug pull out pretty quickly. Now, if only he could release Team Fortress 3. But how
That's
did
never
this happen?
happening.
How
They can't
could
count to
the
3.
most wish-listed game on Steam turn out to be the most blatant fucking scam ever? Well, what I have found will shock you. Now, I don't know how organized I'm going to make this video. It might just be a stream of random hilarious facts and tidbits about the game and its development. I honestly don't know where to start. Here's a fun fact. According to Ryan McCaffrey, this is the first time in over a decade that IGN has reviewed a game and given it the score 1 out of 10.
What's a 0 then? If a scam doesn't, I guess it still technically gets past the start screen. So I guess that's a 1. But yeah, IGN giving it a 1. What was the other thing? What was the other 1?
I love that in the IGN review, editor's note, faster than we could publish our early access review, the developer announced it was shutting down and the day before was removed from sale. Faster than we could publish our early access review. Holy shit. I have never seen a studio speedrun its downfall like this. You know when a highly anticipated game launches in a clearly unfinished state, or a new release is filled with predatory microtransactions and I do the whole modern gaming bit? Well, this is different. The day before isn't a symptom of shitty trends in modern gaming. This is modern scamming. When games release
It's
unfinished and
evolving.
broken,
It's evolving, but backwards. A 0 out of 10 would probably be E.T. on the Atari bad. I mean, no, at least the E.T. game still ran. And at least it didn't scam you. It just sucked, right? That's at least a 2, okay? Normally, I don't like being toxic, but these developers are just nothing but pathetic losers. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel. That escalated. No, I don't think it escalated quickly enough.
Yeah. But what normally happens after that? Well, we hear the same kind of thing from developers. We're working on it. Believe in us. We're listening to your feedback. We're gonna fix this. Thank you for your patience. And then what do? We all add another apology post to the collage. And we've seen this with multiple Battlefield games, Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, Halo Infinite, Halo MCC. I'd say in 99% of bad video game launches, the developers try to fix it.
They try to fix it if there's enough financial incentive. Like, they'll release it, but if there's not enough, support for the game, like, oh yeah, people will want this to be fixed, then they'll just abandon it, kind of with like Anthem and stuff like that. So that's why I personally don't like to buy a game that came out like unfinished, even if they fix it later, because then that just incentivizes more games and more companies to be like, oh, see, people still bought it and they were okay with the game, taking some time to fix. So we can just do that, pump it out, see if people are still interested in it, see if there's enough backing for it, and then boom, we can fix it later.
There's an attempt. What they never do is fucking give up after 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days is
4
extreme.
days after launch, they shut the studio down.
ET almost
Why
completely
even
destroyed games
release the day
forever.
before? What was
Yeah,
the
but
point
then
of any of this?
Nintendo
If your
fixed
goal
it.
is to scam people, why not take a tip from Todd Howard? Tell them sweet little lies. Let them believe you're gonna fix this until the 30th of next month, get the payout, and then just dip out. This game is so bad, it doesn't even function as a proper scam. You couldn't even scam people right, dude. What
But what's the
are you
game?
doing
Like,
with your life?
how does
The
it not
writing was
work?
on the wall, though. If you go back to some of these old trailers, even back then, 2 years ago, people were calling this game out.
This game had a trailer 2 years ago and I never even heard of it? How did this fly under my radar?
This game has a 0% chance of being anything like this. I just want you guys to watch parts of this trailer and see how, like, unnatural and weird it is. This is the announcement trailer posted January 29th, 2021.
Running out of fuel.
Great, man. Awesome.
We'll look around here, I guess.
Already you can tell that this is not how people talk in actual comms.
But they never sound like they actually do in regular communication. They never have people with a script where they call each other derogatory terms, or with one guy having a really loud mic and there's a dog barking in the background. No, there's none of that. No one's calling each other gay at the very least. There's none, and in a friendly manner. There's none of that. No, there's always weird video game acting, which I hate, but also they can't make it realistic.
I hate it when presentations do this. They make it feel so artificial and fake.
Shall we split up?
Yep.
Didn't The Division do
I'll
that
find
too?
out
Like, so
which
many have done that.
skyscraper.
Okay, and I'll look around here.
This is how people talk.
But this isn't a red flag. I get it, it's cringe, it's not realistic, but this right here is not the red flag maybe people are trying to make it out to be, because so much of this happens. Welcome, Vexus. The day before won the fucking Golden Raspberry Award? Hey, at least it won something, and it honestly deserved that Golden Raspberry. Actually, yes, Rainbow Six apparently did the same thing. Yeah, Rainbow Six did it. I think The Division did it. This is not a red flag. Reminds me of Red versus Blue.
That's how people talk in multiplayer co-op games.
All right, all right, all right. I have found a great cowboy hat. Tell her everything's all right. And there aren't any more guns in the valley.
Easy, cowboy.
Oh dear God, okay.
In the Survivor Colony, you can sell and buy any items, as well as cooperate with other players.
Oh, the voiceover, I'm pretty sure, by the way, that they used AI to generate the voices in all of the trailers and in all of the game. There's like this unnatural monotone delivery on everything that betrays the tone. And I'll show you some examples of that.
Okay.
Things are about to get heated.
That doesn't sound like AI. I have a very close familiarity with AI. I have an AI companion right here, which I've turned off for the reaction, but it doesn't sound like it. Maybe there's more examples. Welcome, Oka. Welcome, welcome. I can't answer that question just yet, Oka, because we're reacting.
The things are about to get heated. Check this out. That's actually what he says. He doesn't say but things. Look, I checked this with the subtitles.
The things are about to get heated.
The things are about to get heated. Jesus Christ. You want to say something funny? Check this out. Get ready for the best survival experience of the year.
Okay, I like the act man. I like him. So far, while I'm 100% certain that this game sucks and it's bad and everything, welcome, Ronnie. I believe all of that because like everything is saying it, everything, and that is really funny. What I want to see the game not working. I haven't seen that yet. Okay, I haven't seen the writing on the wall yet. While it has happened, I want to see, other than, you know, the giant models, I want to see all of that. But we haven't seen it just yet.
Studio shuts down 4 days later.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO.
Did you hear that? Did you listen to how she says the word journey? She like
Okay.
slurs the word. And this is the kind of stuff. These are like artifacts in the audio that lead me to believe this is AI generated.
The uniquely reimagined journey.
Reimagined journey. If you're a professional voice,
I don't think that could also just be the microphone that was used. It could be AI. I don't know. Sometimes it's really hard to tell. I need to hear, you need to hear how they say a lot of other things, but it could be AI. It could not be. I mean, there are so many voices that are just generic woman voice that works for it, but it could be AI. It definitely could be. Hydrate, you got it.
voice actor, like doing voiceover for a production that is supposed to be decently big, you don't fuck up on something like that. You don't fuck up like that.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO open world survival.
I also like how this is like a post-apocalyptic setting and you have this like upbeat techno music going on with this lighthearted female voice. Again, it's like the tone does not match up with the setting. It's just everything about this is unsettling to me.
Show me the
Select a
game
personality,
breaking.
Choose a gender, and customize.
Did you hear that? Choose a gender. I know I'm getting hung up on this AI voice stuff, but it's so unnatural. I'm pretty sure they cut corners and just used AI
I am an
for all
A
the
to your
characters
I.
because everyone sounds flat and monotone. The point is that these trailers did not depict something that felt real or like an actual video game. With hindsight, knowing that this was a scam, it's funny to look back at this. I also want to talk about the developers' responses because those are fucking hilarious, but I thought it'd be funny to point out the obvious similarities between the branding of The Day Before and The Last.
So I'm not the only one that when I heard of The Day Before finally, like I just heard it in passing that it's a game name, I legit thought it was connected to The Last of Us. So it wasn't just me. There's like, they kind of marketed it very similar. Sounds like it's supposed to be sounding like a computer speaking in the AI with the voice. It could be AI. It's just, I need more than just like a snippet of audio to know, because some people, you know, it could have just been a fuck up in the audio that they didn't do another take. All you do is grab resources and pray that you either don't get killed from it, you don't get killed from boredom. I want to see the game breaking.
Of us. I mean, it's just a straight up. Wait a minute. The Day Before The Last of Us. That's what they're gonna call the next scam. The Day Before The Last of Us. Oh my god.
Huh?
Oh my god. I've cracked the code. Also, apparently that. Yo. Someone get H Bomber Guy. Plagiarism right here. Look at this. Yes, they copied the cinematography of the Black Ops.
Okay,
Cold
there.
War
Yeah,
trailer.
that's bad.
This is just the tip of the iceberg of things that were stolen, copied,
Damn,
or
that ass,
plagiarized
though.
to make this.
Okay, but can we appreciate the ass on screen? Okay. Oh, Ronnie. Can we appreciate the ass on screen though? They at least got that right. Okay? That's where the 1 out of 10 came from. That's the 1 out of 10 right there. That's what got it. Okay, I understand why IGN had to give that to them.
Game. Also, side note, this is what their Discord server is like right now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Why do they even still have a Discord server?
I think that's enough of that. So knowing what we know, let's go look at the developer responses and work our way down, because that's where things get very strange. Which, by the way, the studio behind this game deleted all the videos on their channel.
Makes sense.
That's bizarre. That's interesting. Also, the CEO of the company purged all of his social media accounts.
Oh, shit.
That's a good sign. It's also a good sign when they're rebranding their older games to a different studio name. Not suspicious at all. Not suspicious at all. But the real gold is on the Fantastic Twitter. So this is their official statement, 27 million views. Today we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, The Day Before has failed financially. And we lack the funds to continue. What do you mean it failed? It's been 4 days. You haven't even gotten paid yet. Imagine a YouTuber.
They didn't get paid. They expected to get that check day 1. And if they didn't, everything closed down. They didn't get it. They didn't get the paycheck that moment. They didn't understand what was going on with Steam, so they scrapped it all. It's just a misunderstanding, guys, okay? It's a misunderstanding. All right, they didn't understand how it worked. It's just it's not a scam. It's just a misunderstanding. Okay.
Opens up like a merch shop, and then 4 days later he's like, nah, we gotta shut this down. We didn't sell enough t-shirts, guys. 4 days, yeah, that's enough time. Just shut her down. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners.
What?
It's weird how they've mentioned money 3 times in like 2 sentences. Who are your partners, bro? We invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of The Day Before, which was our first huge game. You didn't have shit for resources, bro. Also, fun fact, they say man hours and resources. They were using a volunteer developer force.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of such a thing? What is this, the coal mines? Volunteer developers?
Are they getting paid in exposure and experience? Are they going to throw the volunteer group under the bus? Like, hey guys, it wasn't our fault. It was the volunteers. Like, they just weren't experienced enough. They fucked up. Are they going to say that? Oh, it's our first big game, so we have to get volunteers. We pay with experience and exposure.
But unfortunately, we don't have the funding to continue the work. What work? You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You released like 1 hotfix and then like tabbed out. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of The Day Before. I like how they have to specify this. They seem ultra concerned about money for some suspicious reason. I wonder why. Brain blast. It's because this was a scam. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. Again.
Okay, so I completely agree that this is a scam. What was the plan though? Because they're not getting the money, right? What? They didn't have a plan, right? I can't follow the logic of the developers. I can't follow the studio's logic and like, this is how we're gonna make the money. This is how we're gonna take it from people. The inner machinations of their mind is an enigma to me. And maybe it's because I'm not as big brain as them. And you know, I can barely wrap my head around most financial stuff and most scams. But this one seems like I'm not understanding it because it sucks. Maybe they had a plan on how to funnel the money. Well, I guess it didn't work.
And all these statements are super fucking funny with the power of hindsight. They also say they took 5 years to develop this game. The fun thing about that is there is this Reddit post by Epic Story 1989. Shout out to him for compiling this, that catalogs all of the assets this game purchased from the Unreal Engine store. Look at that. Right down to the
there's all the budget right there.
Inventory system. They didn't make this. They just purchased an asset. This game is an asset flip. Now, what that means is developers can buy things like this to speed up development of their games. Usually with independent studios, it's more of a thing, I believe. But it helps so that they don't have to create it themselves. Now, for some parts of the game, that's totally fine to do. But to do it to this degree is just insane. The fucking city, the city the game is set in is a purchased asset.
The whole city? So you could just buy it. You could just buy the city and be like, hey, look, I made a game with the same map as I almost said The Last of Us, The Day Before, whatnot. They bought a whole city. Okay, yeah, you know, screw designing a level around our game and making it unique, a unique map and a unique experience. Fuck that.
They didn't make that. I don't think they made anything in this game. So what they did was they bought all these assets and then they just threw it in a blender and they pushed it out there while making fake trailers to promote a different looking game entirely. So it's incredibly funny when the company talks about how much effort, blood, sweat, and tears they put into this, when I don't know what the fuck they actually made. If you're curious to check out this post, I will link it in the description. And they also had issues with the trademark of The Day Before. Filing January 7th, 2022, status, application remains suspended. So I could be wrong, but it sounds like they didn't even have the actual trademark to this game. The rabbit hole is fucking insane. Here's a post from the CEO, Edward Gotovstev, which shows 200,000 sales in just a few short days. 91,000 of those refunded. And that they have a contract.
Only 91,000? That's less than half. Tell these people to fucking get a refund. I wish I took a picture, but I just saw an old man wearing an Anime USA flag shirt. Oh my god, that's more interesting than the game that they're talking about here. I'd rather see that than have anything to do with the game that's a scam. Oh my god. Thank you, Ronnie. Some people invested more than 2 hours. I guess. I thought they were refunding like the whole thing. I thought they were refunding everything for it. Am I mistaken on that? Are they not refunding everything? Like, regardless of the playtime? Could I buy this, play it for 5 hours, and that I can't buy it now? But if I did, could I have like played, 24/7 until it got taken down, and then ask for a refund?
With the servers for $1 million a year. So they are burning money. Well deserved. So people were obviously curious and looking for an explanation as to how this could happen. Luckily, Fantastic responded to some people on Twitter. Unbelievable that you guys hyped this game up so much, and this is the end result. You are an absolute disgrace to the video game industry. This was our first big experience. Shit happens.
That person probably just is not getting paid enough for this, and he's just like, fuck it. Fuck all of the tact. Fuck the customer experience. Screw it. Shit happens, man. Cry about it. Where baby didn't get his game, shit happens. That's what they feel. Oh my god, what is this?
Shit happens. Are you kidding me? It's like a fucking... This is like highbrow satire parody, I think, of the most incompetent video game studio that has ever graced the planet.
I still think some billionaire made this as the biggest troll.
Cyberpunk came out, was just like, this was a much bigger game than we've tried to make. Shit happens. Where is the PR department? Where is the PR department?
They quit.
Bro? Was that made up of volunteers too? Sell what? Other people's work? It's 98% assets from the UE store. You flip the numbers, you can check. This is entirely our work.
Fact check.
Community notes, which leads to this Reddit page I showed. Look at this. December 7th. This is 4 days ago. After 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, we can finally say these words. The day before is out now. They had to have known that they were going to shut the studio down and that this was going to be a complete disaster. So with the power of Captain Hindsight, seeing this shit is fucking hilarious. This is where it gets weird. December 4th, okay?
This is a prime example of why I never get hyped for games anymore. If the game is good, I'm going to hear that it's good, and then I can pick it up. In the past, when you had to get a physical copy of a game, then I can understand why people are like, I gotta get it, I gotta pre-order it, because they might run out of copies. But nowadays, no, you're not gonna run out of copies because you could just download it. It's Steam. It's a PC game. They're not gonna run out of little electrons in the internet for you to download it. I'm sorry, you don't pre-order games. Usually the pre-order bonuses are not even worth it. It's just a risk you don't have to take. If it's good, it's not going anywhere. You can get the game, okay? Just save your money, get confirmation that it's worth it, and then buy it, okay? The money's not burning a hole in your pocket. It's not.
Going down the rabbit hole. To our future player who will dive into the game on December 7th. I like how player is singular.
Yeah, the one player.
One person to buy it. We made this for you so that you will enjoy the game.
Oh, Ronnie,
and it becomes
thank you.
A celebration. Again, very weird phrasing. Together we will continue improving the game and adding content.
Doubt.
Looks like there's been a change of plans.
To a person who didn't believe in us.
To a person. There was only one person who didn't believe in them.
To a person. To the one person who was following this game. I like how they also specify, please don't accuse us of scamming. That's not true. We didn't take a penny from anybody.
Yeah, if they're saying don't accuse us of scamming, that's a red flag. This is like one of the major red flags that he has presented finally. Like the whole game is shit. Although I still want to see some like broken gameplay, but that and the plagiarism and the asset flipping are the major red flags that I have seen right now That one person, screw this company in particular, and he's warranted. It is warranted for that person to say, screw this game in particular. Like, this just ruins gaming for me. I love video games. I love all of it. I will stretch imposter check. But when you take people's money early, you need to deliver on it. This is why I think pre-orders should just not be a thing. Like, if I ever became a video game developer, which I never will, but if I did, I wouldn't even open up pre-orders if I could do it. I'm sure there's a valid reasoning on why games open up pre-orders, to know the demand and stuff like that, but come on. Come on. What's up, Yeet? We're watching a video.
By the way, this game was $50. Early access, $50.
Wait, this was an early access game? Wait. When it was released as an early access? They were like, oh, on December 7th or something like that, we've released the game. Did they mean they released it in early access? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. This is so much worse now.
Please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true also. Our team worked
The fact they're bringing this up.
night and day for 5 years to make our dream game a reality. We're incredibly happy that our game will finally see the light of day for everyone to it's so funny knowing that the game shut down a week after this was typed up and posted. To our supporter, the one supporter. Thank you for protecting us from injustice and fakes. To a future streamer showing the game, we wish you many views and new subscribers. Shouldn't it be many view and new subscriber? We hope all the secrecy of
Shit, guys. I didn't jump on the train. I should have gotten this game immediately. I should have streamed it, and I would have gotten a new viewer and a new subscriber. Fuck. I missed my chance. God damn it.
of the day before will help you make a ton of interesting content from the game. Oh, we're making content on this game. Oh yeah, we are. I feel like this was also made with AI. We look forward to sharing the best days ahead with
This I could honestly see being made by AI. I could see them going to ChatGPT, typing in some information on the game, the development, and then, hey, write up a multiple point description for thanking the people for waiting for the game. I could definitely see this being AI. 100%. 100%. Oh my God.
You. Now, one of the reasons I think this game actually generated so much buzz is because of the secrecy behind it. It showed a relatively interesting concept, but kept most of the details behind closed doors. If it turned out the day before was like a fucking revolutionary, awesome game, this would have been a pretty cool marketing strategy that probably would have paid off. Of course, now we know the real reason is because they didn't have a fucking game to promote. You know what's really funny is this video. Oh,
unavailable.
Right. So this was posted 12 days ago. The day before arrives in New York. They're purchasing billboard space in Times Square.
What?
But they don't have funds to continue developing this? They also posted a global launch time. They should have posted a global shutdown time as well. It gets stranger though. On November 1st, we're happy to declare that we won back our name the day before in the Intellectual Property Tribunal. As I showed you, they didn't. At least I think they didn't. We dedicate this victory to all our future players. It's all for them. We didn't take a penny from people, accepted no pre-orders, and didn't harm anyone.
Wait, did they not accept pre-orders?
Whoa, buddy. Take it easy there. What have you ever heard a game studio be like, we didn't harm anybody? It's okay, we didn't hurt anybody. I didn't ask.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Canadian.
We aim to be an example to everyone, showing that the impossible is possible. Never give up. It will be early access.
Hey, they're not wrong. If they could spend so much time and effort and make such a shitty project, imagine what you could accomplish. You can do better. Never give up. If they could get this many eyes on them and still make a shitty project, imagine what you can do if you make a good project. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. That's what I think the game company should do. Release one trailer, maybe talk about it vaguely, and then release it and have us be surprised by it. Like, if you would just wait until like the other people try it. It's kind of like, you know, playing dodgeball. Okay, you know how when the dodgeball game starts and everyone rushes first to the front to try to get one of the dodgeballs? Let them do it. You hang back. You let them take the risk, potentially get hit. Maybe they'll get a dodgeball, maybe they won't. But you just hang back, and then once you see that all the coast is clear, pick up a dodgeball and then start throwing it. Okay? Don't rush out and buy the game as soon as it comes out. Let other people risk their wallets. Okay? All right.
Access on Steam, since this is our first huge game, and there may be unforeseen circumstances.
What is this?
Now that is A+.
Happy New Year, Loki.
Also, this was the first of like 5 or 6 delays the game had, which is not a good sign, especially when you're not showing people gameplay or something to whet their appetite. It's also kind of a red flag if you're posting promotional material for something that you don't own the full trademark to. We'll fight. Power is in the truth. These fucking posts, dude. Here's one from February 7th. We all live in a time of disinformation and lack of fact-checking.
Is this written by Donald Trump?
Anyone can say anything for views, and everyone will believe it. Disinformation needs to be dealt with, as it can harm not only us, but also other indie and small medium studios. After the release of the day before, we'll think about how to help novice developers deal with fakes and allocate resources for this. They did help not deal with fakes after the release of the day before. We'll think about how to help novice developers.
Pause. I want to read this in Donald Trump. This sounds like Trump would say this. We all live in a time of disinformation and a lack of fact checking. Anyone can say anything for views and everyone will believe it. Disinformation needs to be dealt with, as it can harm not only us, but also other indies and small/medium studios. And some of my best friends are small/medium studios. It also has a mental impact on the members of such teams. And I don't want anyone of such teams to face any mental impacts. They're my friends. After the release of the day before, we'll think about how to help novice developers deal with fakes and allocate resources for this. Destroying is easy, creating is difficult, as I know, as I've created tons of successful businesses. Yes. Yeah, it sounds like Trump would say this. Okay, that's how you make sure that it could have been written by Trump, is you say it in his voice. Wasn't there some kind of game that would copyright strike anyone who spoke anything bad about the game? I'm sure that exists. I don't know what it would be, but that sounds like a thing. Trump secretly trying to become a game developer.
Novice developers deal with fakes by exposing themselves. But it's pretty
It was
clear,
a social experiment.
How often they talk about, trademark disputes, and we didn't harm anybody, and we didn't take money from people, we didn't do Kickstarters, we don't have the funds to continue. All this talk about money and not enough about just what the fucking game is going to be. Now, if you check Steam charts, you will be thrilled to know that there was an all-time peak of 30,000. 271 people are playing it now. Also, I watched an Angry Joe video, and he goes on Twitch, and at one point, this game had 400,000 viewers.
Yes, father. No! No!
Oh my God.
400,000 people.
That hurt my ears. This is what I mean. This is why I will probably just never be like the top. The only way I would ever become a top streamer or anything like that is if I just have tons of money to burn, because I would never buy a game immediately, especially one in that such secrecy. I didn't do that with the No Man's Sky and whatnot. I knew friends that bought it, that pre-ordered it. They were so excited for it, and I was like, it seems like it could just be bad. This seems like grandiose. And that one showed stuff. This one's in secret. Nintendo used to do that to anyone who would do anything related to Nintendo, good or bad. Yeah, Nintendo's very bad about that. But at least their games work, at the very least. But at least you can be the smart one. It's just like, I'm always like a week behind on all the games because I want to make sure that it's worth my money. I want to make sure of that.
At least wanted to know what the fuck this game was. So in conclusion, 2023 has been an incredible year for gaming. Overall, the amount of
there's 20K people streaming it right now.
My backlog fucking massive. On the flip side, we've also gotten to see games so fucking bad that content making fun of them is also entertaining. This is one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen in 20 plus years of being invested in video games in the game industry. I don't know if we will ever see a high profile video game launch like this go so disastrously wrong. It's fucking hilarious.
I can almost guarantee you that we will. Because gaming is just getting bigger and bigger, and with more and more social media presence and everything, it's just gonna get worse. There's gonna be another one at some point. I know it. I know that there's gonna be another one like this at some point. The more and more people feed into the idea of like a big game coming out and needing to get behind it, and people being really good at marketing it, but not being good at actually making the game. No, it's gonna happen again, and I bet it'll get worse. Absolutely.
So yeah, that is the scam before. This has been a nice weekly dose of tragedy that I can watch from afar and feel better about my own life because it's not as terrible as whatever the fuck this is.
God.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did and subscribe to the day before, man.
The
for
day
more
before,
awesome
man.
Content. All right, everyone. That's all I got for today.
Let me
This
like
is
it.
The scam man.
I need to make sure I like it. How? I'm not even subscribed. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. I have liked and subscribed. Jesus Christ, guys. Oh my god. Did anyone here buy the game? Let me know in the comments down below if anyone actually bought this game and what y'all thought of it. But until next time, I hope you all are doing fabulous, and consider, dropping a like or a comment below, and consider subscribing, and maybe even join the Discord or following me on Twitch. But until then, have a lovely rest of the day.